Bichon Frise, otherwise French lapdog, is a decorative breed of small size, with a good-natured disposition and very pleasant to talk to. Received as a result of crossing a poodle and a small spaniel, the dog was supposed to become a faithful assistant to hunters, but, due to its nature, failed to become more than just a decorative dog. Is it bad or good? Bichon Frise pros. Effective appearance. Perhaps the breeders involved in the breeding of the breed did not plan to make it so attractive, but biology has said its word. There is no turning back. Bichon Frises are small dogs. Their height does not exceed 30 cm, so they fit perfectly, for example, in a bag. If a fluffy white cloud peeks out of the bag, anyone looking at it will not be able to help to smile. By the way, it will be difficult even for a person with allergies to keep from smiling. The structure of the Bichon Frise's coat is much closer to human hair, so its presence is much easier for allergy sufferers to endure. Friendly temperament. Although Bichon Frises, like all dogs, will definitely choose one person to whom they become attached more than others, they do not have problems communicating with other family members. Although these dogs are small, their skeleton is strong enough that it is not dangerous to play with them. Even a puppy is very difficult to injure. They react positively to children, play with them, and never open their mouths to them. This also applies to interactions with other animals. Of course, a friendly dog will be a bad watchdog, but not all dogs can protect the house, right? Someone just needs to please the eye. Mind and complacence. Bichon Frises are very easy to educate and train, so even someone who has no previous experience with dogs can get them. The breed lends itself to training very easily and even receives sincere pleasure from it. Health. Unlike many other toy breeds, the Bichon Frise's body is very strong and staunchly resists diseases that often affect other dogs. As a result, the pet lives longer and pleases its owners longer. However, they are still susceptible to some diseases, but their risk can be reduced by observing the dog's diet and carefully taking care of its appearance, which will be discussed in detail later. Fast adaptation. The only quality of a hunting dog that Bichon Frises still possess is quick adaptability to any conditions. It does not matter whether the dog will live in cold or heat, he will definitely endure and not bark a word against it. Being immune to temperature changes also means that your dog won't have to buy extra clothing for the winter. Undemanding to walking. Unlike many active dogs, Bichon Frises feel great at home even in city apartments. They do not need to be walked every day, and some owners even note that their pets go to the tray without problems, like cats. They don't shed. Imagine, it also happens. The wool is not only beautiful and fluffy, but the dog also does not scatter it all over the house. This means that the owners do not have to run after their pets and clean up after them endlessly. However, this merit is discounted given the fact that Bichon Frises require regular haircuts and they can be much more expensive than regular cleaning of the premises. Bichon Frise cons. Increased demand for attention. Perhaps for some this will not be a disadvantage, but if you are not ready to devote all your free time to the dog, you may have problems with the Bichon Frise. This is a very loving breed that enjoys being with people even when they are busy or not in the mood to interact with a dog. White hair gets dirty easily. White is the most innocent color, which can be easily soiled. Even if the dog itself is undemanding to constant walking, getting out into the fresh air may be necessary for the owner himself. For example, older people who have pets so that they have the incentive to go outside regularly. The problem is that if the street is dirty, if the weather is very bad, the white coat will quickly get dirty, and it will take time to wash the dog. Now, this can be problematic. If the coat is not cared for, it can begin to darken, so the owners regularly remove dirty spots from the Bichon Frise's coat with tampons, cotton wool, and napkins. Hair and eyes need to be looked after. Many people think that if the Bichon Frises do not need to walk for several hours a day, then this breed of dog is easy to manage. No matter how, the Bichon Frise will still require a lot of time to be spent on him even while doing other things. In fact, dogs of this breed need someone to groom their coat, comb it regularly, wash it once every 2 weeks, and cut it once every few months. Otherwise, beautiful wool begins to fall into lumps, and a beautiful pet loses its attractive appearance. Expensive haircuts. And of course, cutting a dog on your own is not worth it without proper experience. It is advisable to take her to a dog groomer once every few months. Several haircuts, not cheap and one by one, together can result in a round sum, which not every owner can find. Remember that hair growing near the organs of perception, ears, eyes, can cause diseases associated with these organs. They can bark very loudly. The voice of the Bichon Frise is very sonorous and loud, so they can cause meaningless noise in the apartment. It doesn't matter if the dogs attract attention in this way, whether they are trying to play with the owner or scare away an intruder who has passed through the door. Sometimes it becomes annoying. Of course, a dog can be weaned from violent reactions, but this is a matter of high-quality education, which few owners succeed in. Conclusion. Like any other breed, the Bichon Frise requires care and attention. If a person is not able to provide for them, then there is nothing to think about getting a dog. If this is not a problem, then Bichon Frises can still become a true friend to those who do not like to leave the house often and prefer active rest at home. Are you thinking about getting a Bichon Frise? Let us know what you decide in the comments below. And if you know someone who's thinking about getting a Bichon Frise, please share this with them. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for watching.